welcome to another edition of Lifestyle Expose. Of course, I'm your regular host, Laura Iguilo, and today's focus on the show would be the launch and presentation of the book, AuteuringNollywood, the critical perspective of the movie, The Figurine, which took place at the Muson Center in Lagos. A lot of guests were present at the event to witness the book review by Dr. Ikechukwu Obiaya, a lecturer of the School of Media and Communication of Pan Atlantic University, and Mr. Emeka Nkemba, Director General of the Nigeria Broadcasting Commission.
In that review, I stated that The Figurine is not intended to leave its viewer indifferent, as can be witnessed by the challenging question that the director, producer Kunle Afolayan, poses at the end. What do you believe? The question is obviously related to the story of the film, and the director does not hide the critical stance that he is taking. But given the landmark nature of the film and the Nollywood landscape, where it comes from, it is a question which could be extrapolated and applied to the industry.
Also at the event, dignitaries were seen such as Chief Rashid Badamosi, Chief Samuel Adedoyin, Right Honorable Adeyemi Ikuforiji, Mr. Femi Awuyemi, Mr. Kufri Ekanem, amongst others, in support of the personality, Mr. Kunle Afolayan, the producer and director of the movie in focus, The Figurine.
We can only thank God and also say thank you to those scholars who are behind the book, especially Dr. Adeshino Afolayan, who was the brain behind the whole idea of putting the film to book.
Okay, what are we expecting from today's event?
I think it's just going to be an event that reviews, the book that has been written. We have some of the cast and crew of the film who will be here present, and also notable people in all genre of the industry.
I'm part of the Figurine, and I've been invited by the producer, my very good brother, Kunle Afolayan. So I came here to celebrate with him. I'm also one of the celebrants.
Well, I wouldn't say I was attracted just by this particular movie, because my research work is very much in the film industry. So of course it was interesting in particular to see this movie because it showed a great improvement.
Well, it's an explication of the great strides and the great efforts being made in Nollywood, intellectualization of the endeavor, and to be able to be present where a presentation of a collection of articles by those who have been following the trends, to me it's an expansion of the intellectual capacity.
He is a second generation movie maker, which means that where his dad and the generation before us, or the generations that came before us, the things they were able to do, he's able to build on that. It's not the easiest thing to do.
I mean, Kunle is a go-getter. He always wants to do something that is not ordinary. So that alone is worth commending him for. He has an excellent spirit. He's a go-getter. He's troublesome. But when it comes to his work, he doesn't joke. And I think that's probably why everybody's here to celebrate him.
I am more particular about the producer, not really the movie. The producer is a great man. He's highly skillful. It's somebody I like seeing his works. I don't expect anything less from him.
Trust me, Figurine is a landmark in the film industry, and you can rule that out. The movie got a whole lot of recognition home and abroad. In short, that was the only time I had my brother's shelf filled with enough awards and all that. So you can't have it any better. Figurine, fantastic movie.
Chief Rashid Badamosi, an economist, industrialist, and playwright who was the chairman of the occasion, gave his opening remarks.
Having had one of those privileged to sneak preview October 1, I finally got myself welcomed into that hallowed world of Nollywood. I had never, up to that time, been great, except for Tunde Kilani, whose films I had the opportunity of watching at Royal showing with patronage from the head of the government in Lagos State.
Also, the producer of the movie in focus, Kunle Afolayan, described the project as a product of dedication, hard work, and determination to make a difference in the Nigeria film industry.
I just did my beat, and he said, don't worry, by the time I'm done with this book, you'll be proud of what I've done. And I remember the first day he sent me a copy of the book, and I saw it. I mean, I shed tears, and it was tears of joy, because I have never in my life of being a filmmaker or attending film, book launch and all of that, I've never seen a book that is that detailed. And not just that, the fact that this book is now about my work, my achievements in this industry, I think it's a thing of joy.
Also at the event, clips of the movie October 1, produced by Kunle Afolayan himself, was shown to the audience, and it is to be premiered in October 1, 2014.
2. Coating. That is not right. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Is the case in anyone not bad enough?
Lastly, the book AuteuringNollywood, which was edited by Dr. Adeshina Afolayan and forwarded by Mr. Jonathan Haynes, was presented by the Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adeyemi Kuforiji.
Well, the reviewer already told us about the beauty of, even the book. It's a beautiful one. I'm holding it. And on my part, for me and for my colleagues in the House, we'll take 55 copies of the hard copy for 2 million naira.
With productions like that of The Figurine, a new perspective has been brought to the Nigerian film industry. Well, after all said and done, it was a successful and interesting event after all.
There's a new generation of films coming out now, which is clearly going to establish that Nigeria is a serious filmmaking nation, and that we are going to take our rightful place, which is in the forefront. There's no doubt about it.
And that'll be all on Lifestyle Expose. You can contact me on lifestyle@webtvng.com or my social media platform, Facebook and Twitter. Till then, do have a pleasant weekend. Bye.